Not long ago, my wife and I had a dinner with a young couple, and they were a couple that had left church after spending a lot of time in church, even a little bit on staff. And as we were talking, the husband was being pretty generous and being pretty kind about the church. About 20 minutes into the conversation, the young wife just burst out, and she said the church needs to serve the poor, they need to help the widow, they need to care about those on the margins, and she says they don't do any of that. It was a really interesting point for me when in that kind of quiet moment, a tear rolled down her face, and she said, and neither do I. And she said, I don't know how. And I think that was a really big point for me as a leader in the church, as well as just being a part of the church, that we know we're supposed to serve, we know we're supposed to be involved, we know we're supposed to do these things, but so many of us don't really know how. And so I think Barefoot Church is really a call, that Ephesians 4 call, to go back and look at the giftings of the church, the leadership giftings of the church, and that we would use those to equip people to serve, to equip believers to serve, not just to use those gifts to serve the believers. I think anytime you look in Scripture where the church has begun to become maybe rote, or our sacrifices, Scripture would say, Isaiah would say, our sacrifices or our worship almost seem meaningless at times. God always comes back with that word, learn to do right, seek justice, serve those on the margins. And the good thing about it is it gives us that permission to learn. It assumes we really don't know how. So I think Barefoot Church really gives us permission to be learners again, to learn what it means to engage culture by engaging the needs of our culture. And that's my hope, is that through reading it, we would give each other permission to create margin in our lives and in our journey, to be able to really become good news to our culture.